Now welcome back my dear class 11 student. Now today we will discuss about the chapter accounts from incomplete records. Now this chapter I already started before your exam. So in that class I have already discussed what is actually accounting form or accounts from incomplete records, what are the features of incomplete records, reason, what are the reason for incompleteness, okay, and what are the limitation also. These are the practical part, and then I take an example, practical example, and through that I actually make you understood that how can we reveal the profit and loss if there is no ledger, no journal, no profit, without making any profit and loss account. So, and I give an formula, through that you can reveal the profit. And this chapter is actually divided in two parts. First part is simply reveal the profit, okay, and second is conversion from single entry to double entry system. Now we know in double entry system you have to use always there is a two aspect of every transaction, but single entry system that is not a true. So that's why its name is single entry. Just like I have taken took an example in the last classes, the vegetable seller, your nearby grocery shop, they actually not maintaining any proper accounts. They actually maintain a diary, and through that we have to make a account. And you just said what is the profit. That is the simply reveal the profit. And sometimes it is needed that this grocery shop or some vegetable shop needed some loan. So if you go to the bank, this grocery shop or small traders actually go to the bank, then bank actually will not accept this diary. So they actually comes to the charter account and cost account and for the help. And when they produce all the information, and through that you have to make journal, trial balance, profit and loss, and balance sheet. Here actually balance sheet is not making, we are making statement of affairs. So whenever double entry system, they are actually make the balance sheet that you already learned in the chapter final accounts. And first time if there is needed any balance sheet in case of simply reveal out the profit, that is we call statement of affairs. So why it is called statement of affairs? Because we actually not maintaining any ledger. Because in balance sheet all the balances comes from the trial balance, and trial balance comes from the ledger, and before that we makes the journal. So here we are not doing anything like that. So there is certain information actually recorded by these small traders, that is just like a diary or any notebook, and from that we will getting the information and we have to reveal the profit. So last class I discussed what is the formula to reveal profit in that case when there is no double entry system is following. Okay. Now I am again trying to make you understand the thing, that is, suppose you have already done the balance sheet in final accounts. In final account balance sheet, so from trial balance in liability side, you know the left side is a liability side, liabilities, and that is the amount rupees. Okay, and there is a assets, and there is a amount rupees. So in liability side, first we actually enter the capital. What from I actually get the capital in case of final account, that is from the trial balance. So there is some amount is comes. Then if there is any drawing actually happen, what actually do? We less actually deduct this drawing, that is we can write less drawing or minus drawing, that is proprietor actually withdraw money from his business for personal use, we call the drawing. So we deducted the drawing. Then we add, if there is any further capital introduced by the proprietor. Okay. So that is we call introduction of additional capital. Introduction of additional capital. So introduction of additional capital is happened. Now what else we actually do? From profit and loss account, if there is a profit, we add profit, or if there is a loss, that is net profit, we add it with the capital, because it is the actually the it belongs to the proprietor, so we add it back to the capital. If there is a loss, so we actually capital erosion is happened, so we deduct the net loss from the capital. So that is, after that what actually come, that is we call closing capital. Okay, and that closing capital will be next year opening capital. So that's why that's how actually we reveal the capital in the case of final account. So here also, if we converted it in a mathematical way, mathematical equation, then what will be happen? Now first is, that is opening capital minus drawing plus additional capital plus minus net profit or loss. If there is a profit, then we will plus, if there is a loss, will be that will be minus. And after that equation, what is come? That is closing capital. Closing capital. Okay. Now this closing capital, now here you have to reveal out the profit of the business, profit or loss of the business. Then what equation we will do? Now see, so there is a net, I am assuming here is a net profit. So net profit equal to, what will be happen? Closing capital is there. So net profit equal to closing capital minus opening capital, just the reverse thing will be happen, plus drawing all the figure we are transferring to the right side, only that figure will be left for reveal the net profit. Now minus additional capital, and for this equation what is revealed, that is called net profit. From this equation we easily can reveal the net profit. Okay. Now last class I have already discussed that. Now today we start through practical problem, we will learn how can we do that. Now from your NCERT book, page number 277, page number page number from your exercise, page number 477 actually, for page number 477 and question number 2. Here you can see question number 2. Here you can see Monbir started his business on April 1, 2016. From your NCERT book, Question number 2, page number 477, exercise of accounting from incomplete records. So Monbir started his business on April 1, 2016 with a capital of rupees 4,50,000. So this is the opening capital already set. Now on March 31, 2017, his position was as under. Now at the end of 2017, that is the April 17 is a financial year we are considering here. So end of the 1 year, the financial position was, they are telling as under. The cash, total cash balance is 99,000, bills receivable, that is related with debtor, 75,000. Now there is a plant, so there is a small plant, maybe this is a factory of making some flour. Okay, so small machine is needed in there, and they are the small traders or small manufacturer. So there is a plant for 8,000. Now land and building is also there. For every business, they need a land or building. So 1,80,000. Furniture 50,000. Okay, so these are the position of the end of the March 31, 2017. Now he owned rupees 45,000. Okay, he owned rupees 45,000 from his friend Susil on that date. Now he actually taking a credit for, as they are not very organized, they are the small setter, for needed of some money, he actually goes to the, asks to his friend actually, and or go to his friend and tell that I need money. So 45,000 he actually may take as a loan from Susil. He withdrew rupees 8,000 per month. Per month he actually withdrew from his business for household purposes. So that is actually the drawing. Now here they are actually telling you to ascertain his profit or loss for this year ended March 31, 2017. So how we can reveal the profit? Okay, ascertain his profit. For ascertain the profit, you need minimum 4 things. One is opening capital, second is closing capital, third is drawing, fourth is any additional capital introduced or not. So these 4 things you have to need it, and also that's way you can reveal the profit of his business, because they are not maintaining what is the sales, what is the total purchase, they are not maintaining all these things. So these 4 things must be needed, and any businessman who are doing the business can tell what is their cash in drawer, okay, what is the building cost, what is the plant cost, all they can, what is furniture, because they own, they are the proprietor, so they are the, this is not a company, so they know everything of his business, so easily they can give you the information, and according to that you have to ascertain the what is the profit of his business. Now how can we do that? Already I have discussed about the equation. In equation you already see that there is a 4th thing definitely need, that is, one is opening capital, one is closing capital, one is drawing, and one is additional capital. If there any additional capital he added, that is you have to consider. If not added, that is not a matter. Sorry. So in that case, in that question, Monbir started his business on 1st April 2016 with a capital of rupees 4,50,000. So they told about the opening capital already, but there is no closing capital. You are not getting any closing capital. So closing capital you needed. For that you have to make a statement of affairs. So why it is statement of affairs? Because it is a statement of affairs, because this figure, that is land and building, cash, bill receivable, furniture, are not actually the balances of from any ledger. Okay, we are not getting balances from any ledger account or trial balance. So the actually proprietor actually gives this information. So this is not actually we call balance sheet, because in case of balance sheet we always use the ledger balances that comes from the trial balance. Ledger balances, from ledger balances we transfer to the trial, we makes the trial balance to look after the arithmetic accuracy of the accounts, and from this trial balance we actually take all the balances to the final account for profit and loss and balance sheet. So in that case is not happen, anything is not available to us. Some information is just given by the proprietor, and on basis of that we are making this balance sheet. And this balance sheet is resemble this statement of affairs actually, that's why it is actually called statement of affairs, and this statement of affairs is a resemblance of balance sheet. It is looking like balance sheet, but it is not a balance sheet, so we call it as a statement of affairs. Okay, so statement of affairs. What are the statement given by the proprietor or the businessman? So statement of affairs, that is closing capital, we have to, from that we have to reveal as on March 2017. Okay. Now there is a just like balance sheet format you have to make. That is left side is liabilities. It is looking like balance sheet, but it is not, we cannot call it a balance sheet. And why? That's also I explained. Right side there is assets and amount rupees. So same balance sheet format you have to maintain in here. Now first look, there is a cash balance is given. So cash is an asset, so asset side we just write down the cash, that is 99,000. Now next, bills receivable. Bills receivable is also asset. Bills receivable, so 75,000. Now plant. Plant is definitely a fixed asset, you know. Plant, what is the value? That is 48,000, because it is a small plant. Now there is a land and building. Land and building. This is also asset. Land and building, that is 1,80,000. Now next is furniture. Furniture is rupees 50,000. So asset side all the posting has made, all are asset. Now here you can see he owed rupees 45,000 from his friend, so that is a loan and that is liability, because you have to repay this, so that is a liability for the proprietor or owner. Okay, so loan from Sushil, loan from Sushil, amount is 45,000. Now what will become, that is the balancing figure, and that is capital, because capital is compulsory. Without capital no business can be happen. Okay, now see, just sum the right side, the asset side, that is 4,52,000, 4,52,000, and we know assets in balance sheet also there is a asset equal to liability always. So in liability side that is 4,52,000. So what is the balancing figure? That is from 4,52,000 you have to just deduct the 45,000, that will become 4,07,000. Okay, so that capital is actually the closing capital because we are making statement of affairs in March 2017. Some question can ask you, and there you have to sometimes you need to make the opening statement of affairs also for opening capital. Otherwise, you cannot reveal the profit because this core information which I have said already is that is opening capital, closing capital, drawing, and if there is any additional capital is compulsory. Without that you cannot reveal the actual profit of the business. So for that we reveal the closing capital. Opening capital is already given, but some question both the capital cannot be given, we have to reveal that. So now you got the closing capital, that is 4,07,000. So all the figure is available now. Now you can ascertain the profit and loss. Now how can we do that? Now see. So in accounts we actually not use any mathematical formula or equation. We'll do like a statement. Okay, so that is called statement of profit and loss. Statement of profit and loss. Statement of profit and loss, because it is not a profit and loss account actually, as on March 31, 2017. So just like a statement. So that is your particulars. And that is a amount rupees. So wherefrom you start? You have to start from the closing capital. So capital on March 31, 2017. What is the value? We have just revealed 4,07,000. Now we have to add drawing. So drawing should be added. Now drawing, here you can see he withdrew rupees 8,000 per month. He drew rupees 8,000 per month for his household purpose. So 8,000 per month. So 12 you have to here calculating the profit for the whole year, not for a month. So 8,000 multiplied by 12, what will become? That is 96,000. Okay, so that you have to put here. Now you can add it also, but you cannot do it, and last of all you can sum up. Okay, now I am not adding here. So capital in the beginning, because there is no additional capital. Capital on 1st April 2016. What is the capital? That is already given, 4,50,000. 4,50,000. So that will be, you have to deduct. Okay. Now what will be value will become? There is nothing else, no additional capital. So value would become, you just sum these two, and from this you just minus it or deduct it, that is come 53,000. And that will call profit during the year 2016-17. Profit during the year 2016-17. 16, 17. Okay, so that is very simple. So next day we'll do another type of problem, and that is your homework also. That is question number 3, okay, of your NCERT book, page number 477. That is the exercise problem. Now, so if you start a new, because time is very left, only 5 minutes left is here, so we cannot start a new problem. So we just go through the chapter also again and practice it and try to solve the question number 3. Okay, so that is the end of the class. Hope you will understand the thing. If there any problem, now you can, any query, you can ask me the question. Okay, no problem. Thank you. So that is the end of the class. Continue the next classes. Thank you.